So there is still lots of options for you to get those gifts, those corporate gifts that you want to give to your clients and customers. And
welcome to Monday Mornings with Michelle, the new business podcast. Whether you're kicking off your day or kickstarting your business, Michelle is going to kick your ass into next week with the essential fours: strategy, systems, support, and state of mind. Now, welcome to center stage, Michelle Nedelec.
Hey there, peeps. This is Michelle Nedelec, and I am super glad that you're here with us today because I am here with my most amazing guest, Ray. Ray, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So give everybody kind of a top site view of who you are and what you do for business.
All right. I'm the owner of the Minuteman Press South location in Calgary. It's the kind of the Blackfoot Trail location across from Blackfoot Hotel. And we're a full service print marketing, advertising, design shop. We really can take care of any of your marketing or promotional needs. We do full range of promotional items, everything from drinkware, pens. I just had a request for mouse pads, actually, bags, and then all the full line of clothing. Many suppliers and brands that we have access to. So really, we just want to be a way that you can get your name and your brand out there. Get it in front of people, show people what you can do, and we're just a mechanism of getting that out there for you.
Nice, I love it. So for those of you who don't know, I stole Ray's time from him today just because I thought it was important to be able to talk to people about the holidays in particular. We happen to be at Christmas during the recording of this, and talk to me about kind of what the corporate culture is around the holidays, and especially for people that want to treat their prospects or their clients and give them a little love during the holiday season. What do you notice most people are doing for their clients and prospects?
I mean, it is quite varied, actually. And I guess it would probably come down to budget, I guess, in a lot of cases.
Always. I'd buy you a pony, but that's just not in the budget.
Exactly, right? Everybody would love a pony. But like, for example, right now we are doing a drink tumbler order for a customer, but they're I think it's a bigger oil company, and they're doing 250 or so of these drink tumblers where we have laser engraving capabilities. So we're laser engraving these it's a Yeti style drink tumbler, I'll say. They're with their own logo on it and stuff, and we've done stuff for the same company in the past. But there are lots of decorating options too for things like drinkware. A lot of it we can do in-house as well, so we can do them in lower quantities. But if you want color, there's certain options that we can go with. If you want the Yeti style, then it's a laser engraving option, really, that's available to you. We can do glassware and do laser on that as well. Some customers are thinking along the lines, or have thought, like totes and stuff too. Totes a great gift for your valued customers. We can brand a nice tote bag, and then they're carrying your tote bag in the grocery store or shopping or whatever it might happen to be, and it's a great advertising for you. Another one, cutting boards. For some reason, cutting boards seem to be pretty popular, and again, we can laser engrave the cutting board with whatever you might want on it, whether it be your brand or a slogan or something like that. So those are some big ones. And then, I mean, there's always your fallbacks as well, things like pens and that type of thing, or USB drives and those types of things are still seem to be popular. The pens for sure. With things like that, we'd need a little bit more lead time, and it might be a little bit of a crunch to get it in before Christmas. Although you never know. I mean, we can rush things, but
everybody loves to have those last minute clients, don't they? Can we have that done tomorrow or yesterday?
Yeah, we get those requests quite often, and we try to accommodate where possible. But I mean, it's not always possible. There's these days too, the things we're finding are shipping issues. You just can't guarantee anything when shipping is involved, and the shipping companies also won't guarantee anything. Everything has a fairly big window of time when you may or may not be able to expect your items to arrive. So yeah, so taking all those things into account, some things are easier to get and faster to get than others. The things that we can do in shop, obviously, we have a little bit more control over and that type of thing. So, but there's lots of options still that we can do ourselves, and that we usually can get in fairly short order. So yeah, so there is still lots of options for you to get those gifts, those corporate gifts that you want to give to your clients and customers. And yeah, we can probably try and help you with something along those lines. Others, I was just going to mention too, other simple things too are things like notepads. You just and a notepad and a pen obviously go nicely together. But we can print and make notepads as well in shop and stuff too. So you know, there's the range of options is almost limitless, I would say. A lot of it just comes down to your imagination, your creativity, and what you think would be appealing to customers. So yeah.
Nice. And who doesn't like a good journal at the beginning of the year?
Well, there you go. Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've done journals as well and stuff. I'm looking here, even in my shop, I'm looking at a wine box that has a wine bottle openers, corkscrew, all that and stuff with it. So yeah, I mean, and that, I mean, obviously that'd be on the higher end, nice, pretty nice little gift for your customer. But anyway, like that's just some ideas of what some of the options that are out there.
Well, does anybody have, like, I've noticed a lot of the sports teams will have their little Christmas tree ornaments in the shape of their logos and all that kind of fun stuff. Do you guys do any kind of, like if somebody brings in their logo as an ornament or something like that, like, do you ever get any kind of crazy requests like that?
Not to, we haven't had any requests to make ornaments, but that is something that we could probably do as well.
Fun.
We have done hockey team helmet decals or helmet stickers.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are always an option as well and stuff. But I mean, that's the thing too. We're always willing to try. If you come into us with a project and something we think we have the abilities to do, we'll definitely give it a shot too. So yeah, we're always willing to try new and fun projects.
Well, and you were saying the tote bags. I could totally see somebody doing one with like a naughty or nice on one side and then their logo on the other, so that it just becomes fun and people want to carry it around.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you can totally go the fun direction with some of these gifts and yeah, make it kind of cute on one side, but still have your brand and stuff on the other. So yeah, and something like a tote totally works well with that for sure.
Cool. So what are some of the mistakes that people make when they're thinking about doing some corporate gifting for people?
Oof. Oh, that's a tough question.
I'm thinking bad logos, waiting too long.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some other ones along those lines.
Long, probably, like you know, you end up having a great idea and then you try to implement it with too little time before you want to actually give the gifts out and stuff. So I'd say the time factor is usually the big one. In terms of like how we decorate and what gets put on your item, usually like with us and with our graphic designer as well, like we can work with you and get it to a place where it is a design that's going to work. And but I think like most gifts are just appreciated anyway in whichever way they come, and most companies are probably looking at just putting a logo on or that type of thing. You can also add the personalization to it if you want, but I don't know if people necessarily want that or need it. Just your logo, your brand or whatever probably is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very cool. Is there any I guess any gifts that stick out in your mind as, yeah, that was a cool idea?
Oh, trying to nothing that comes to my mind right now.
All good. One of them will pop in as I'm asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I remember one.
Yeah.
That's all good. Let me ask you this. What's your favorite part of your business?
Favorite part? Yeah, just meeting and interacting with our customers, and then bringing their ideas and their dreams to fruition, I guess, in a way. It's very satisfying when they've had some idea and they want to bring it to into reality, and we're able to help them get it there and get it done in time for whatever their event is, or whether it be like Christmas or something like that. That's the most satisfying. But the whole process of working with the customer, and getting the whole project to a place where they're happy with it and everything, that's usually the most satisfying part of our job.
I love it. Do you have an example of one of your client Cinderella stories? Maybe they had bad experiences elsewhere. They came to you and they were ecstatic, or, it was just chaos and mayhem. And you guys were like, hey, why don't you do this? And it worked out perfectly. Anything like that?
I do know it's happened. I can't think of back for instances though on that, but yes, I do know, like, we do get that quite often, where a customer will come to us and say, I took this to some other place and they weren't able to do it, or it didn't turn out, or whatever, and then we are able to make it work how they want it and everything. So I just can't think of any exact examples of that case right now. But yeah, like I said, I do know it happens, and sometimes it happens more with just your normal everyday print as well. Like they just weren't happy with how their jobs were being done at another place, so they've come to us, and yeah, I think most cases we have been able to make them happy or happier, or whatever the case might be. So yeah.
Well, I do particularly love your guys' attention to detail and customer service, because I do think you're top notch in that area, in that a lot of, especially print shops, to me, have been very transactional. And every time I've been with you guys, and from all the other companies I've seen that you guys work with, they always walk away super happy about how it turned out, how the customer service was, the whole design integration and the help that you guys do. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it right.
Yeah, well, I think it's all part of our process, and I mean, we really do try to make the project right before we go to print. So we try and do a lot of back and forth with the customer, and we have our whole proof approval process too, where you can keep sending back revisions if you want, if it's not exactly how you want it, or how you had imagined it and stuff. So yeah, so I really think that pre-production, I guess, if you want, process I think is super important, and we do really try and put a lot of emphasis on it, and we really do want to get it to a place where it's exactly what the customer wants before we go to print and on anything like that. So or into production, like whether like with some of the promotional type things and stuff. So yeah, so that's just something I would expect, I guess, and so I've really tried to implement that too in how we conduct and run our business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. So what do you think some of the stumbling blocks might be that somebody's having, or they've had in the past with other businesses, and they're going, oh my God, Ray, we totally need to work with you?
I would hope that that piece would be the communication piece. Maybe other places haven't been communicative with you and have just gone ahead and done what they think might be right or whatever. And again, just kind of like I guess I've been saying is we really want that communication to result in the exact finished product that you want. So I have thought about that exact thing, and that's what I really try to focus on, try to emphasize is just doing a lot of communicating before anything happens, and then hopefully we have it right. I mean, things can still go wrong in production, but we try to mitigate those as well as when those things do come up and stuff. But between us and the customer, hopefully everything's kind of sorted out before we go to production, and then anything in production obviously is our own, is up to us. So yeah, I really want to focus on communication.
Love it. So if people have any crazy ideas like doing Christmas pillows with their logos on it, or the dog's little warmers with your logos on it and all that kind of fun stuff, what's the best way to start their journey with you?
Well, if it's something really unique, I would say come into the shop, come see us, and bring your item with you, and show us how you envision having it decorated, or where you want the print, or whatever it happens to be. If it's kind of unusual like that, that's usually probably the best way to start. Otherwise, I mean, you can still just contact us directly through email or through our website. And we have ways that you can upload files or whatever it might happen to be, and then also describe maybe what the object is or the project might be, and then we can kind of piece things together that way, and then show you at least what our interpretation is of what you're talking about, and then you can tell us, oh no, that's totally not what I was thinking. So, and then we can obviously start again or whatever that might happen to be. But I mean, coming, I always really appreciate when customers come into the shop too, and it can be for other things too, like your paper print kind of thing. Like we've had a lot of customers come in and they want a card, let's say, but they don't know what all the different paper weights are, or how they feel, or that type of thing. And so they come in, and then we can show them a sample of all the different papers and their weights, and they can actually touch them and feel them and bend them a little bit and stuff, and see, is that exactly how I want this piece of, and usually it's obviously a piece of marketing, it's going to be a card mailer or something that you're going to send out, or is that the way I want my company to be represented, first thing that people see and stuff, right? So you want it to be a little firmer or something like that, or and then we have recommendations too for how certain projects need a certain paper weight. So then we'll have obviously really steer the person that way, and that type of thing. But yeah, like I say, it all comes to kind of back down to coming into the shop can really kind of start the ball rolling, and we can kind of get going on the right path right away. And it's sometimes quicker and easier just to start it off that way. So yeah, and I enjoy having people come into the shop. We start a relationship. We visit, we get to know each other and stuff like that too. So so I really enjoy that first face-to-face contact as well with the customer. So
nice. I love it. So you can get some hot cocoa and eggnog for Christmas. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get the hot chocolate machine going here, I guess.
Awesome. So I get to ask you at this point, at what point in life did you know that you were special kind of crazy enough to think that you could become an entrepreneur?
Oh wow, that's a loaded question. Wow. Well, I mean, my entrepreneur. Well, yeah, I guess the real entrepreneurial journey and the start of the business and everything has only been about about 3.5 years or so now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I had a lot of, I mean, I'm older, obviously. White beard gives it away. But had a few other careers before this. And I don't know, I just think it was the one thing I hadn't really tried and hadn't really, gone out and ventured into something on my own, like a business and stuff. So the one thing I really have found, though, is that this business has allowed me to kind of combine all my previous experiences, just because of the variety of people that we get to work with. And so I mean, my careers have been in sports and engineering and teaching, and I've lived overseas, and all those things. So pretty varied life experiences, I guess, and stuff. But really, in this environment, it's really I've been able to connect with people in all those different areas and stuff. Just and again, through that visiting and through that communication part, I'm usually able to connect with somebody and with one of my past either experiences or places I've lived or that type of thing and stuff. So so the whole entrepreneurial journey, I guess, is really it's gone well just because of the experience that I've had in the past, and I've been able to bring those experiences into this shop environment, and like I said, and just how we like to build our relationship with our customers. It's always good to know people's backgrounds and that type of thing. So I always want to get to know what other people's backgrounds are as well, and find all the connection points and stuff like that. So and that's really what's made the journey in business and stuff really kind of interesting and exciting. So
it's super fun. Well, congratulations for jumping off the cliff at when you totally didn't need to. Like, hey, why not? It sounds like fun.
Sometimes you're going, oh, what did I just do?
Right.
But yeah, no, most of the time it's pretty good. So yeah, I can't complain.
You are awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I know how valuable it is. Any last words for our peeps?
Too. Really appreciate that.
Absolutely. So any last words for our peeps?
Really just whatever that project is that comes to mind, give us a shot at trying to make it happen for you. Bring it to life, bring it to reality. Let's get that ball rolling, get the process started anyway. And whether it's your normal simple project, your simple print job, or something pretty complicated. I guess I didn't mention either before, but we do everything like right up into like signage and everything like that. So we can do like the full range of marketing, I guess, is what it comes down to. So if you want a new sign made for your business, interior, exterior, whatever happens to be, we can probably make that for you as well. So so really just keep us in mind for whatever projects, anything that you want to put your name or brand or logo on. Give us a call. Let us help you out.
Now I have to ask you. So if somebody wanted to do, like, I don't know, they wanted to buy their spouse a commercial building, do you guys do like the wraps on the outside of the building?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There you go. Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah, right. Window decorations, the signage on the building, like the light box signs. Yeah, everything. We can really do it all. So right from the very small things would be like small things like business cards, obviously, but right up to the big things like full building signs.
Great big neon sign that says North Pole Santa's Workshop. Come here.
Exactly. Yeah. We can do it all. We can be your one-stop shop, and that's really what would like to be for our customers. So yeah.
Nice. I love it. Again, thank you, Ray, for your time. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Michelle. It was great talking to you.
You too. Peeps, thank you for being here with us today. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share with your friends. We love helping entrepreneurs grow. Thank you for listening to our show. I'm all about being a resource center for entrepreneurs to give them the information and the support that they need to make it in business. As such, the notes for this show can be found at our website at awarenessstrategies.com/blog. Be sure to subscribe, give us a rating, I like 5 stars personally, and share with your friends.